привет, дорогие друзья, с вами я, Самак, и сегодня мы поиграем в NBA 2K12. И так как я не хочу не обидеть никого, то что типа, вот ты не выбрал мою любимую команду, я выбрал только и свою любимую команду. Вообще, я просто сделаю так вот, сжимаю две скобочки и рандом. Вот, команда. Против него будет играть. Окей. Мы сейчас переключаемся на середину. Просто вот так вот. Если что, я глаза закрою, поверьте мне на слово. Блин, компьютер. Okay.
Welcome everyone to NBA action here on 2K Sports. Wednesday in the NBA. It's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies up against Baron Davis and the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's off to Cleveland we go for the call by Kevin Harlan alongside analyst Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
Ну, это смысл
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. And courtesy of State Farm, the starting group for the Grizzlies. Gay and Randolph make up the forwards. Mike Conley and Tony Allen at the 1 and 2. And it's Gasol at 7. And for the Cavaliers, Jamison and Verajao in the middle. Baron Davis and Anthony Parker pair up in the backcourt. And it's Caspi in at the 3.
Well, I really liked the progress the Grizzlies made last season. Even though they made great progress, I think they actually took a step backwards as far as their record against the East. I mean, only 16 and 14 versus 18 and 12 the season prior. But they got going at the right time, right before the playoffs.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Davis against Conley. Now Davis. Outside Jamison. Back to Davis. Good ball movement. Verajao. Over Gasol. Zach Randolph with the rebound. Interesting numbers, Clark, when you look at the Grizzlies. Steve, do you think there's anything about the East in particular that gives them more trouble than the Western Conference?
I think it's pretty random, Kevin, because there's no question the West was much deeper last year than the East. You'd think it would be reversed, but I wouldn't read too much into it.
Clock is at 3. Here's Conley. Can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Pass to Jamison. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, taking it to the rim against such a smaller defender is usually going to work out just fine.
Well, last season was such a tough campaign for the Cavs, and the biggest blow was losing Anderson Varejao to that ankle injury. And when he missed most of the season, it really spelled doom for Cleveland.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, thank you. I was able to talk with Lionel Hollins for just a moment. He said the cooperation on the offensive end has to be first-rate to get it done tonight. He told me, I don't want to see guys taking it on themselves to score all our points. I want everybody in on the act. Sharing the ball is key, guys.
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. The early game plan, Clark, centered around their offense, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I think that's fine as long as they don't sacrifice anything from an effort standpoint at the defensive end.
Yeah, exactly. And I like the strategy, guys, because when you get off to a good start offensively, you feel good about yourselves, and generally that energy carries over to the defensive end as well.
Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Tony Allen. Here's Mayo. Outside Conley. Randolph. Outside Gasol. Outside Mayo. Picked up by Davis. That's blocked. Here's Davis.
It was inevitable that it would be a struggle for the Cavs last year, guys. I still don't think anybody saw what was coming with them out west.
Here's Conley. Picked up by Davis. Davis against Conley. Dishes to Randolph. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conley. Right side, Conley. It's rebounded by Cleveland. We talked about the Cavs, Clark, and out west against the Western Conference. Just 4 wins in 30 games. Dude, that was the worst total in the league.
Yeah, and they actually got swept in their 10 games against the Northwest Division. So, I mean, they knew it would be rough without LeBron. But they're on the move. They've got a couple of high draft picks to work with. They're trying to restock their talent base. And I think Cleveland is going to make major improvements this year.
Now here's Gay. Looking to end the drought. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gasol. Here is Davis. 4-point game. Over Conley. And O.J. Mayo pulls it down.
Well, last season, Baron Davis was traded away from his hometown, L.A., with the Clippers to Cleveland. And that was a trade at the deadline that he actually took surprisingly well and played very well for Cleveland the rest of the year.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
When they're playing with so much energy offensively, the ball is really moving.
And that one's good. Stephen, in that trade you mentioned, the Clippers traded away Baron Davis and their first-round pick for Jamario Moon and Mo Williams.
You know, on the surface, it seemed maybe the Clippers wanted to transition the locker room leadership to the young stud Blake Griffin, and you can certainly understand that. And Baron Davis, such a big personality, they felt that it would be best to move him along. Not sure I agree 100% there, but certainly can understand the thinking if those were the dynamics at play.
Shot by Mayo is no good.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Inga, excellent D there for Mayo. Memphis trailing here. Even numbers, 4-on-4. There's Randolph. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Got it off in time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers lead by 2.
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think the coach has to be pleased with the effort on that end of the floor. It's been very good.
More great action when we return. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Here is Vasquez. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Allen and Gay out on the perimeter. Zach Randolph is out there with Arthur. And it's Vasquez in at the point guard position. Sessions gets the reach-in call. That is his first foul of the game.
У него мячик в ауте. У него мячик в ауте. Аут. У него мячик в ауте.
Here's Gay. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Jamison covering. Pocket
Сейчас я упал на телефон. И мы попали.
6. Kicks it to Vasquez. Beyond the arc. Gets the bucket.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Here's Davis.
Guys, I don't think there's any question about it. It was the best season in Grizzlies franchise history last season. I mean, a team that was 0-12 in the playoffs, had never won a playoff game, upsets the top-seeded Spurs in really convincing fashion. It was clear they were a really difficult matchup for San Antonio.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, one of the key evolutions for this team has been Mike Conley solidifying his hold on the starting point guard position in Memphis over the last couple of seasons. Coach Lionel Hollins said he's gotten better every year I've been here. He's stronger, more confident, and more aggressive. He's a solid, stable point guard. Every team can use one, guys.
You bet. Thank you, Doris.
You know, Mike Conley only played 1 year at Ohio State, so he's still a really young player. He's got time to get even better.
Here's Battier after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Gasol kicks to Allen. Defended by Gibson. Corner shot. Arthur, no good. Well, the Grizzlies, Clark, took the Thunder all the way to 7 games. This is a team that won 46 games in the regular season, and then all of a sudden they look like one of the best teams, Steve, in the West.
Yeah, what an amazing turnaround, Kevin, and they did all that without arguably their best player in Rudy Gay. But what I like best about Memphis is that they really established an identity. They pounded you inside, they really hustled defensively, and they were going to outwork you. And I think that was the key in their playoff run.
So it's Cleveland now, following the score by Memphis. The fader. And that one's good. Sessions. Here is Vasquez. Discovered by Sessions. Here is Vasquez. Discovered by Sessions. The feed now to Gasol. Vasquez passes to Arthur. 5 to shoot. Takes a shot at the elbow. Cannot hit. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. From beyond the arc, Varejao can't hit.
Boy, the defense just backing off, begging him to take that shot.
Allen against Gibson. Allen dishes to Gasol. Here is Vasquez, defended by Gibson. With the clock winding down, Vasquez can't get it to go. Cavaliers trailing. Fade away. Sessions, no good.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, great effort. Wherever he's been, Byron Scott has had success. I mean, he took the Nets to back-to-back NBA Finals appearances and helped the Hornets get back on track as well. His winning track record was just what Cleveland wanted when they brought him in to be their head coach.
Here is Vasquez. There's 1:34 left to play in the first half. So timeout called here, the first for Memphis.
Well, some missed opportunities offensively, and this is a good timeout. Let these guys get a blow, take a breather, get their legs back under them, and then refocus.
Well, even though they had a rough year, Byron Scott, Steve, knows how to get a team turned around.
And when the Cavs lost LeBron James last year, they knew it was going to be tough. So Byron came in, did a nice job of establishing a program, establishing a style, and really keeping things moving forward as the season went along. It was a tough season for everybody, but I thought Byron Scott did a nice job kind of keeping them afloat.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Hollins is checked in, and Antoine Jamison is subbed in for Samuels. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Zach Randolph is checked in for Gasol. Mayo comes in for Tony Allen. And it's Conley in for Vasquez.
What a beautiful play. The catch and the finish all in one. fluid motion.
How can it get any prettier than that?
I don't think it can, guys. That was perfectly executed.
Wasted no time on that one. 1:09 left in the first half. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavaliers got a lucky break in this year's NBA lottery. The owner of the team sent his son as a representative, and it paid dividends with the #1 pick and multiple picks in the top 10. After the season they had, maybe this was the month they needed to turn things around. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you.
You know, as a native Buckeye, it was hard to watch the Cavs struggle as they did. I hope they get back on track this season.
Outside Randolph. Bron.
Well, that was not an easy play, but he made it look routine.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
Now here is Conley. Out to Battier. Fires for three. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Battier's got his first 3 points of the game. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by a bucket.
Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday with us. I'm David Bruce, now for the HP Halftime Report. The Grizzlies battling in a close one against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've kept the defense off balance with their great passing attack. A productive first half for Zach Randolph. He's got 4 points and also been chipping in on the glass, hauling in a few rebounds. On the other hand, Cleveland also been giving it their best. Close-range shots, their bread and butter early on, a gigantic lead in points in the paint. Antoine Jamison certainly paying dividends. After two, he's got 6 points, also added a couple of rebounds. That's going to do it for us here in the studio. We'll send you back to Kevin Harland and the crew. Second half call.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Here is Conley.
Just a disastrous season a year ago for the Cavaliers, losing LeBron James and then, of course, plummeting in the standings. And they really struggled at home, too. Just 12 wins total at Quicken Loans Arena.
Baron Davis and Anthony Parker pair up in the backcourt. Jamison and Verajao in the middle. And it's Caspi in at the small forward. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half. And Davis can't get it to go. Back to the Cavs, Steve. Not exactly how they wanted to start off their new era without LeBron.
No question about it, Kevin. I mean, they got pummeled at home. That's never any fun. And even teams that know they aren't full of talent need to step up and at least play better at home. And it wasn't the case. And, you know, Verajao being hurt really impacted that home record. Now, he wouldn't have made a significant difference, but he would have made a difference if he was healthy.
You know who the Cavs played well against last year was the New York Knicks.
Well, there's always a team that a poor team plays well against. For some reason, the matchups are favorable, and they've got that team's number. Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So, shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
Here is Caspi. Gay picks him up defensively. No good from Caspi.
I'll tell you what, Mike Conley got that big extension from Memphis last season. They made a major commitment to him as their starting point guard of the future, and he's really gotten better.
Rebound by Jamison. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there.
And then Gay with the jam. Here's another look with the Sprite Slam Cam.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fella.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Davis up top, covered by Conley. And he gets it to go from the high post. 6 points for Davis. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, Cleveland's season actually started out pretty well last year after losing LeBron James. They were about 500 a month into the year, but then things just went south, and they had that horrific losing streak.
And making a change here, the Cavaliers. Iyenga's checked in.
Понятно, хорошего нам нет. Вот Гасоль. Вот, все, я
It's stolen by Davis.
Well, that was a serious heave there. You can't blame him too much for not being able to corral it in.
Here's Iyenga, defended by Allen. And Varejao kicks to Davis. Varejão's shot is good. Now just a 2-point Grizzly lead. Steve, going back to that streak, 26 losses in a row spanning December to February. That had to just be a death match.
Man, I'm telling you, it wasn't like any of those losses. I mean, all those losses were nail-biters. I mean, the vast majority of those losses in that 26-game losing streak were in sync, no contest.
Yeah, exactly.
Teams were just taking aim and beating them down.
Davis against Conley. Back to Gay. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And the Memphis Grizzlies made the playoffs last year for the first time in 5 seasons. But the road record is still an area that they'd like to improve this year. Just 16 road wins last season total.
And the technical free throw is good. Now the Grizzlies' road record, and Stevie just said 16 road wins last season. Clark, what's the key to improving that number?
I think a big part of it is confidence and mindset. Understanding how you have to approach games on the road. There is a little different mindset, and some of that is born of confidence. They may have more of that confidence and swag now because the first playoff appearance in 5 seasons, first playoff series win in the franchise's history there in Memphis. So I think they now believe with their core group of talented, relatively young players that they can play with and beat anybody.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Conley, the pass to Mayo. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mayo's got his second basket of the game. Here's Davis. 8 points for him. Covered by Conley. Outside, Davis. Now Mayo defending. They get it back. Varejao dishes to Jamison. And that one's good. Jamison's got 8 points.
Boy, both clubs really battling under the boards.
Yeah, and you know, Steve, the rebounding story really mirrors the game at large. I mean, it's been pretty much tit for tat, neck and neck.
Such a wide open look. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
You know, we really haven't seen the same focus defensively that we did in the first half.
Outside, Davis drains the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. The defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Conley kicks to Gay. Back to Conley. Randolph inside. That's up against Jamison. Randolph can't hit.
So far, he hasn't made much of a contribution at the offensive end.
Davis, the pass to Jamison. For the tie, there's the block. Good if it goes. Mayo. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, it's the Grizzlies picking up the Sprite Spark for the stretch they put together. That strong start got them going, and they haven't taken their foot off the accelerator. They've played fantastic ball to put them out in front going into the fourth.
Terrific stuff, Doris. Thank you. That was quite a run they had, Clark.
Yeah, I tell you what, Kevin, scoring bursts like that often tell the story, really. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
And that's been the case today. I mean, that's what you'd have to point to, I think, is the defining moment in this ballgame.
Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Mayo at the 2 with Gay at the 3. Arthur out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Vasquez in at the point. Here is Davis. An easy 2 points on the layup.
How about the body control, guys? He goes up strong, doesn't he?
Here is Vasquez. Backing down is Gay. No good with the layup.
He came away empty there, and that's a shot that should probably go down.
Here's Samuels. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Memphis leading. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Baron Davis picks one up.
You know, Rudy Gay's game, Kevin, is aesthetically pleasing. I mean, you see the highlight reel dunks, but that perfect high arcing jump shot, that's sweet too.
And he makes the first. And when you watch Rudy Gay run, Steve, you can just tell he's an athlete with that loping gait.
It looks like he was just born to play basketball, doesn't he? 6'8" frame, kind of wiry, strong. That beautiful hang time and athleticism. He finishes with flair in transition. He's a smooth player to watch.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, when I look at this Memphis Grizzlies team, I mean, such an impressive playoff run for them last season. And the thing that stood out for me was their depth. They got contributions from a lot of players.
Davis kicks to Hollins. Gasol with the steal.
Boy, a lot of darkness there. No daylight to get that ball through.
Good on the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
That is a terrific play. You hear me? A terrific play. I call that a room service dime because all he had to do was catch and finish.
And Clark, you talk about the depth of that Memphis team. You think about the bench players that stepped up in the playoffs, guys like Darrell Arthur, Shane Battier, Grievous Vasquez giving them big minutes at that backup point guard spot. And then, of course, O.J. Mayo, the guy who would start for a lot of teams. When he came off the bench, gave them tough defense and made some big shots.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
But we all know Baron Davis is so talented, and when he's at his best, he can take over a game almost single-handedly. The question is, which Baron Davis is going to show up? He's a very inconsistent player.
Doris Burke has some information for us, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. His message was very simple. Pick up the pace and be extremely aggressive. He said at one point, we need to make things very hard on their ball handlers. Let's see if they can feel the heat, guys.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Zach Randolph's checked in for Arthur. Allen comes in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Conley in for Vasquez. Outside, Randolph. Conley dishes to Gasol.
Well, not much of a job there protecting the rim. I mean, poor.
Well, they just pretty much opened the door for him.
Yeah, he didn't waste the opportunity, did he?
Here's Gibson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Randolph's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he puts it down with authority. Sprite slam cam for another angle.
How's that for finishing with flavor?
Absolutely fantastic.
I think he was saving that one for a special occasion.
Allen against Gibson. Over Allen. Shot's good by Gibson.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 6 points for Zach Randolph.
Give him some credit now for some hard and persistent work on the boards to get those points.
Yeah, Clark, he battled for him.
And it paid off because after he was through fighting for position, he got the easy 2.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
I think Coach saw a couple of things he wanted to correct. You got to make sure everyone's following the game plan.
For the Cavaliers, Antoine Jameson's checked in for Samardo Samuels. Parker comes in for Gibson. And it's Davis in for Sessions. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Саня, где аниме? Бросай.
That'll be a 5-second call.
You know, guys, you look at it, one turnover in the game, sometimes that can get overlooked, but I think it shows how well he's playing. I mean, he's really making the most of every possession.
Conley against Davis. Randolph passes to Gasol. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there. Well, I bet you he'd like to forget that first half that he had. It's nice to see him bounce back here in the second.
Down low. Gets to the rim for 2 with a D all over him. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Davis against Conley. Deflected by Davis. Now here's Jamison. Zach Randolph covering. Over Randolph. And Cleveland again with the bucket. 1:04 left to play here in the fourth. Conley kicks to Gasol. Randolph backs in. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Серьезное определение нарушения с 3 секундами. Какое нарушение с 3 секундами, ребят, ну вы мне объясните. Что за нарушение?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Самый худший класс.
Here's Conley.
Пробили, а потом еще... Они по-любому что-то говорят. Вот реально, они 4
Feeds to Arthur. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Well, they've looked good here tonight, and now they are coasting to the finish line.
Steve, just a matter of time right now.
Davis against Conley. Davis with it. Over by Conley. Gasol with the block. But they get it back. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure. Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here is Conley. Shot clock at 6. Gay outside. Misses the tray. So it's Memphis picking up the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
Really? В общем, ребят, всем удачи, всем пока. Вы там это не болейте, а то скоро Рождество, как бы. Лучше не болеть в праздники. Ну а с вами был я, Самап. Подписывайтесь на канал, пишите комменты. Вы знаете правила, что там надо писать. Типа, за какую команду мне играть и против кого. Или пишите там тупо рандом. В общем, всем пока. Напоминаю, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Там еще, пока будете подписываться, там поставьте там такой колокол, если поставьте на все уведомления и забудьте, там автоматически будет приходить. Ладно. Всем пока. Пока! Гениальная музыка.